All right, what's up, guys? Um, this is gonna be my first video, kind of just talking about a couple things. I'm gonna try to do my best to do this in one take, because I know that this is gonna be in like a close to 10-minute video. So it's also gonna be my first video. Um, so a couple things I just wanted to talk about. First of all, you know, why did it take me this long to start, uploading to YouTube and trying to at least attempt to make this a hobby. And I'm 28 years old now, and I'm sorry if I sound um, raspy or whatever. It's like 2 in the morning, almost three actually. I ended up recording this second time. This is the second take on this, just because I realized I was kind of mumbling a little bit. But like I said, it's like 2:30 in the morning, so I don't know. Take it or leave it. Um, so one of the things I wanted to talk about is just like, yeah, why it took me so long. I'm 28 years old. Like, why is it taking you so long to just turn on a recording and talk into a camera? Well, one of the things is, obviously, as you can tell, I don't really exactly want to be on camera. Um, and I think that's something that, if I do eventually grow somewhat of a community here, I don't really want to show my face. I have a VTube set up, but I don't typically use it right now, just because my computer is not the best to be running a VTube setup and this game at the same time. And I play a lot of AAA games. So anyway, um, but yeah, anyway, so when I was a kid, in high school, you know, uploading on YouTube, it was definitely a thing. It wasn't as big as it is now, obviously, and back in the day, you were not getting paid for it. So anything that I did upload um, was voiceless. It was montages. It was just silly little things. Um, that we used to do back when, like, Phase was a thing, Optic was a thing, Envious, and all that stuff. It used to come from COD, if it's not obvious. Um, yeah, so I just like, growing up in that kind of early stages of YouTube, it was very odd in the sense that a lot of people my age um would kind of clown on it. Didn't really understand it, and I wouldn't say I'm self-conscious, but I'm definitely the type of person to take criticism and silently beat myself up over it, because it was something that I wanted to do. I didn't really have um, the most to really be successful at it. I struggled a lot of the time to get like an Elgato, or back in the day it was a Dazzle, um, just to get clips. And I had a lot of problems. My stepdad used to break a lot of my consoles, a lot of my Turtle Beach headsets. Um, so it made it very difficult to be very consistent. And obviously, I was a kid, and I was kind of uncomfortable. I wouldn't say uncomfortable, um, being a personality, but um, the route that I was going at in the time that was happening, I didn't think anyone wanted to, you know, uh, think that, oh, this is the kid behind all of this. So I kind of eventually just dropped it, long story short, and then I never really picked up on it, because by the time I wanted to pick up on it again, um, this would be around the time, maybe shortly after, maybe Phases hit like 2 mil by then. I remember I was either just coming out of high school, or I was just like about ready to leave. So you know, coming out of high school, I went and started working, um, and started dishwashing. So not really anything crazy, you know what I mean? And then I just started going into cooking and all kinds of other stuff. So it wasn't exactly luxurious what I was doing, but like I didn't know what I wanted to do when it came to school. So, I didn't really exactly feel like going into doing something I didn't want to do or didn't exactly know what I wanted to do. So, I just took the time to figure it out. And here I am 10 years later. And this is this is still what I think about doing. So I just kind of this is the gameplay that I just literally went and got at like 1 in the morning kind of thing. I'll record it for like an hour, not even, maybe like 3 games. It's nothing special, but that's the other thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was like my standards when it comes to myself. I hold myself to such a high standard. So like if a gameplay isn't like good enough, for example, if I don't think it's entertaining enough, then I'm not gonna want to really post it or do anything of that nature. But I think that's just a hump that I really need to get over myself. Um, it's not anything that's I think is gonna hold me back. I feel like if people really understand what I'm saying or connect with what I'm saying, then it'll be fine. It's not really what's happening in front of you all the time. Because truth be told, like I'm the type of person to fall asleep to YouTube videos and people talking. I'm the type to listen to podcasts and stuff like that. So hopefully, one day this could be that for somebody else. Um, the last thing I wanted to kind of touch on when it came to just the idea of me not uploading and keeping a lot of things to myself, basically just like content to myself, was my mental health. My mental health has been very bad, especially growing up. I would say I was a very angry kid. Not the type to get into fights or anything like that, but definitely just not really wanting to interact with a lot of people, not really giving a fuck what other people um, wanted out of me or expected of me. Um, when I was in high school, I wouldn't say I had no friends. Like I had a lot of friends, but a lot of the people in my school knew like I was the type of person I was either gonna fuck with you or I was not gonna fuck with you. So you know, pick your poison kind of thing. And once you know which side you're on, don't try to switch it because it's not gonna work. It's either like I like you first interaction or I don't. And it still kind of hold up true to this day. Um, but yeah, so I mean, like my mental health is when it comes to doing things, even like this, is it's very hit or miss. For example, like the last couple of days, I've been in bed. Haven't really been able to do much. Haven't really had much motivation to do anything, and I think that one of the reasons is because right now I'm on reading week. Um, I'm back in school again for cybersecurity, in case anyone was wondering. Um, but yeah, so I mean, hopefully this is the beginning of something, and I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket here. I really just want to do this as a hobby. So anyway, you can see that this has ended. So if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like, anything to kind of let me know that somebody's out there watching. I'm not just talking into the void, but if I am, then that's okay. So see ya.